Hey you, yeah you, welcome to the Malaka podcast. Wallet. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't really understand the concept of a wallet. I mean, I sort of do, because obviously you got to keep all your shit in there, like cards and what money you little have. But at the same time, what is the point of a wallet? Like, is it a masculine thing for guys, or can we not afford a good money clip? Like, do we have any uh, coupons that are actually worth saving and membership cards that we completely forget about? One day we're going to look in our wallets and think, wow, I still have a Blockbuster card. But some of us still do. And you know what? That's pretty cool. Because if we ever get lost in Alaska, that will actually be needed. But in the meantime, let's just go to good old Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, and let's find out that why a wallet is actually necessary. As you can see, my voice is sounding a lot better. I'm starting to heal a little bit. My tea seems to be kicking in, so if you'll excuse me. My trick is I put 2 tea bags, and 3 Splendas. That'll show the diabetes. Anyways, let's talk about why or what is a wallet. A wallet is a small, flat case that can be used to carry such personal items as cash, credit cards, and identification documents, driver's license, identification card, club card, etc. Photographs, transit pass, gift cards, business cards, and other paper or laminated cards. Wallets are generally made of leather or fabrics, and they are usually pocket-sized, but not always foldable. Thank you, Wikipedia. You bring up a very good point. Now, for the most part, a wallet should be foldable. You should be able to put the fucking thing in your pocket and it shouldn't bother you whatsoever. Now, me personally, I always put my wallet in my front pockets. I've never put my wallet in my back pocket. I tried it once, the whole thing was off. Remember that classic TV show called Seinfeld? Remember when George Costanza had that monstrous sized wallet? I mean, at one point even Jerry grabbed it and he grabbed the burger and he's like, you got more meat here than you have in this. And it's true. I mean, we pack so much shit in this wallet. We have no idea what's going on. At one point, he grabs some kind of sign or little number or whatever from a post or pole, whatever the fuck they call it on the street there. Oh, free guitar lessons. Tries to put in his wallet, and his wallet literally just explodes. And then at one point, like, he's got hard candy in his pocket. He puts it in the back, and it just crushes it. And then he puts some napkins on the other side of the pocket just so he could, balance his shit out. I mean, it's bullshit. It's just, it feels off. I don't like it. I've never liked the whole back pocket wallet thing. Fuck it. Never liked it. Plus, think about it. Like, when you sit down, obviously the wallet's going to just fall out of your back pocket eventually. Because, your ass better than I do, to quote the great Red Fox, rest in peace. And, like, you're going to curve in a certain way, and eventually that shit will just pop out. Same with cell phones, too. Listen, back pockets are just meant for show. That's it. It's like when you get a steak and they put that little green shit on there. I don't even know what the fuck it is. It's just for show. I mean, you don't actually eat it. It's just there for whatever. It's just to make it look good. You got the 2 front pockets. You got that little side pocket that's small enough. You put your weed in there. Other than that, like, the 2 back pockets are absolutely worthless. So there's no point with that. So always put your wallet in your front pockets. Great safety tip from good old Malaka. You're welcome. The word wallet has been in use since the late 14th century to refer to a bag or a knapsack for carrying articles. See, for example, knapsack, which they spelled it weird. They spelled it Knapzak in Dutch, and Frisian, sure. Indeed, its early usage by Shakespeare describes something that would be recognized as more like a backpack today. The word may derive from Proto-Germanic, an ancient Greek word, kibisis, okay, said to describe the sack, carried by the god Hermes, yeah, all right, and the sack in which the mythical hero Perseus carried the severed head of the monster Medusa. For those of you who don't know who Medusa is, she's the baddest bitch out there. I mean, no disrespect to Trina, but yeah, I mean, you would literally look at her and she would turn you into stone. Just a little side note. Has been typically translated as wallet. Usage of the term wallet in its modern meaning, a flat case for carrying paper currency in American English dates to 1834, but this meaning was one of many in the 19th century and early 20th century. Beautiful. I couldn't have said it better myself. The point to all this is, yeah, it's shit to carry, and you had to put it somewhere. Obviously, you didn't feel like, getting a whole big bag, so you needed something more simple. That's another thing, too, I don't like. These little small wallets that are plastic, and I don't know, like you stretch them out like an accordion. I don't know, I saw one of those, I'm not a fan of those, I gotta be honest, And I talked about money clips before, Again, to go back to one of the best shows of all time, Seinfeld. At one point, Jerry whipped out his wallet, and Kramer and Newman are just ripping on him, wallet. Well, what's wrong with a wallet, Nobody carries a wallet anymore. You just have a money clip, and you put your big bills, in front. It's like, that's a $5. Yeah. So, I never understood how Kramer made money. But anyways, he did the bagel thing for a while. I don't know. The point is, money clips are cool, but at the same time, like, are you supposed to, like, put your cards in there as well? Or what if you have change? That's a fucking thing I always hated about wallets, too. Is like, some of these new wallets, they don't even have, like, these little change pockets, whatever. So, I'm Canadian, if you couldn't tell. So we got rid of pennies, thank God. So now we got nickels, dimes, quarters, loonies, which is $1, and a toonie, which is a $2 coin for some reason. I've heard that we're gonna get a $5 coin soon, which is fucking stupid. But anyways, oh God, I don't know. So again, like, it's just gonna get to a point where we might as well just carry a change purse. Because let's be honest, guys. I mean, the average person will not have anything more than a 20. Even when you have a 50 in your wallet or 100, you go to a lot of places, they don't even accept hundreds. Because it's the forgery, and I don't know, our shit looks like Monopoly money. To quote the great rapper Citizen Kane, and great song, by the way. But yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, what was it? Brown, starting from 100, you got brown, red, 50, you got green, 20, you got the 10, you got the purple, you got the blue, the $5 bill there. And then you got and then you got enough change for an arcade. Now, for those of you under the age of 20 and don't watch Stranger Things, I'll explain to you later what an arcade is. But I mean, you must just carry a change purse, which which is always like a masculine thing for a guy, of course. You know. Excuse me, let me whip out my change purse. And I always remember those little patches, the ones that like you squeeze the metal at the end there, and then they open, and they kind of just snap shut. So now I got to carry two wallets. I got to carry one for my change, and one for my fucking 5 or maybe 10 if I'm having a good day, and my bullshit cards that I never use. So it just I don't know, man. It just never ends. Like, I mean, why do we need so much change? And then if you're American or whatever the fuck, I mean, you're gonna have pesos and pennies smell, and of course pennies will reek up your wallet, and I don't know. There's no point there. So, but anyways, let's look at the history. Ancient Greece. Opa. The classic S.A.Y. Campbell set out to answer the question: what in ancient literature are the uses of a wallet? He deduced, as a Theocritarian, I think I said that right, scholar, that the wallet was the poor man's portable larder, or poverty apart. It was a thing that you stocked with provisions. He found that sometimes a man may be eating out of it directly, but the most characteristic references allude to its being replenished as a store, not in the manner of a lunch basket, but more as a survival pack. Okay. So he's basically saying is if you're out in the wild back in the day, and if you don't have a knife or gun on you, worst case scenario, you got a wallet to pay for shit. So, and again, I'm not activating or concluding or insinuating violence. Just pay for your shit. A lot of people like to still dime and dash. What's it called? Run and dash? Eat and dash? Whatever. Like, go to a restaurant and not eat, pay for it, whatever. Obviously, you're going to eat. But, just pay for your shit. And, back in the day, I guess, a lot of people would forget their, money, and they needed something to carry with them, so obviously they got to have a wallet. But I'd like to call it a survival pack. I mean, I don't know. In today's world, you can't even have, what do you call it, the Swiss Army knife. That's considered a weapon. Can't have steel-toed boots if you get into a fight. That's considered a weapon. Can't even have a 4-finger ring. I get it. It's not 1987 anymore, but still, you got to be careful what you carry. What was that movie? Wasn't there a movie with Steven Seagal? He had a card in his wallet or something, and then he like cut the guy's neck because there was like a blade in the wallet or part of the credit card or some shit. I mean, basically anything could be a weapon. You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, all I'm trying to say is if you go to a restaurant, just, make sure you pay for your shit. That's all. Now, it also says here, part of the Renaissance, wallets were developed after the introduction of paper currency to the West in the 1600s. The first paper currency was introduced in the New World by the Massachusetts Bay Colony in 1690. Prior to the introduction of paper currency, coin purses, usually simply drawstring leather pouches, were used for storing coins, as I told you guys before. Early wallets were made primarily of cow or horse leather and included a small pouch for printed calling cards. Well, first of all, I didn't know they had calling cards back then. But again, this brings me to my next point. What quality of wallet do you want? I remember back in the day when I got my first wallet, I was in grade 2, 3. It was a Velcro wallet. It was blue. And of course, it had my beloved Toronto Blue Jays emblem on it. And it was pretty sweet. But at the same time, it's going to get to an age where, if you're a guy anyway, you can't have a Velcro wallet, or else let's be honest, you'll look like a pussy. Uh, and yeah, you got to get something a little stronger. If you're on a date with a woman in your, let's say, mid 30s, and the check comes, and of course, she looks at you, and you're like, I got it, I got it, and then you hear the beautiful sound of Velcro. Thank you, YouTube. I think even if you pay, let's say, an average of even 50, 60 bucks for a good meal between the two of you, I don't think there's any way. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a chance that you will still get some. But I think in a woman's head, when she hears that, I think there's something that flickers. And I'm telling you, I think in the back of her mind, she's probably thinking, this guy is, clearly not all up there, and he's not mature, and there's no way he has that much sexual experience. All I'm saying, guys, is worst case scenario, if you need something to close your wallet, maybe get like a little button, or the little snap, the same shit that you get in your jacket, maybe. That's fine, I guess. I don't know, just something about Velcro. I think it'll definitely turn off a woman. That's just me, Then again, if you're Brad Pitt, it really doesn't matter. But at the same time, for average guys like me and the rest of the 98% of the world, just get a decent looking wallet. I like to get something that's black, kind of just always looks classy, leather, even pleather, just yeah. Also, don't pay for the meal in change. I've made that mistake before. I looked at the girl after, and yeah, I could see the same look as Velcro. I don't think it's as bad, but it's still pretty up there. The point is, just make sure you have a good wallet, and just it says something about you. It says something that you're mature on some level. You've grown up. But then again, if you got a cool wallet, that says like "bad motherfucker" on it, like Samuel Jackson in Pulp Fiction, then I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. I mean, that's just a cool wallet. I mean, that one, it looked like it had a zipper on it. I mean, that's fucking awesome. But other than that, unless you're a black hitman with an awesome fro, I would just stick with a leather wallet. That's just me. In recounting the life of the Elizabethan merchant, John Frampton, not related to Peter Frampton, Lawrence C. Worth describes the merchant as a young Englishman of 25 years, decently dressed, wearing a sword and carrying fixed to his belt something he called a boguette, or budget, that is, a leathern pouch or wallet, in which he carried his cash, his book of accounts, and small articles of daily necessities. So just the little things. That's it too. I mean, just in case. You never know. Maybe if, you'll lose your wallet one day, have your address in there, just to be sure. Do not put a backup key to your place and have the address. I'm not saying I've done that. I'm not that stupid. I'm not that malakias. But I think some people have done that, which is stupid. But all I'm saying is, you lose your shit, make sure you have something, worst case. If the person's nice enough, they'll find it and go, hey, I'm going to give this person a ring. Let's see if they pick up. And, back in the day, they didn't have cell phones. They couldn't just check the news on their phone. So they had little articles or whatever the fuck. I mean, just little notes to remind themselves about shit, or maybe a little book. And I guess books were way smaller back then. I don't know. But yeah, just something to entertain themselves. That's all. Now, it says here the 19th century. In addition to money or currency, a wallet would also be used for carrying dried meat. Mmm, delicious. Uh, this can't be true. There's no way. I mean, no. I don't know. I mean, well, beef jerky, lasts a long time if it's properly stored, you know. You assume that everything back then was just built way more. You know, like a size of a wallet back then was probably like the size of my head, just pretty big. But anyways, wallets originally were used by early industrial Americans. It was considered semi-civilized in the 19th century America to carry one's wallet on one's belt. And at this time, carrying goods or a wallet in one's pocket was considered uncivilized and uncommon. See? See that? Now, it's one thing to have your wallet hidden from other people, but to have it just out there, of course, more people, you're not going to set yourself up for being an easy target for having, your money and everything else just exposed right there for the taking. So, all right, that wasn't well thought out. I'm not going to lie. Again, I consider it to be hidden. I guess I could sort of get what they were trying to get at here. Maybe people were trying to hide their wealth and it was a slap in the face or some shit like that. I don't know. Just make sure you always have it on you, okay? No back pockets, like I said. In Spain, a wallet was a case for smoking paraphernalia, which, well, I did. Shit. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. They run away from bulls for fun. Okay. Every man would carry a small sheaf of white paper in addition to a small leather wallet, which would contain a flint and steel along with a small quantity of so-called yeska, something like that, being a dried vegetable fiber, which a spark would instantly ignite. Okay. Well, in Canada, we call that weed. But, yeah, again, I never liked putting weed in my wallet. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people do that. They roll their joints and then they put it in their wallet, But think about it. You got like, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm a germaphobe or nothing, but like even after touching money or coins, like I got to wash my hands, man. God only knows where the fuck it's been and but then you put the joint there and then you put the shit to your mouth and you're basically smoking all those chemicals, all the people, touch the bills and shit and, coke resin. I don't know. I'm just saying, this is what I've heard. So me personally, I'm going to keep my weed in that little pocket in the front like I told you. Yeah, I think it's better, Don't put it in your sock either. That's just a side note. That's got nothing to do with wallets. I don't know. Nobody wants to smoke sock weed. Says here in the present day, the modern bifold wallet with multiple card slots became standardized in the early 1950s with the introduction of the first credit cards. Some innovations include the introduction of the Velcro closure wallet in the 1970s. We've already discussed this. If you're 10 and under, cool. If not, fuck it. Pocket-sized wallets remain popular to this day. For cryptocurrencies that only exist in cyberspace as entries in some online ledger, as cryptocurrency wallet is a computing tool whose purpose is to securely keep the owner's secret key, authenticate the owner, and let the owner sign transactions securely. A hardware wallet is a single-purpose computer to do this even more safely. Now, that's something I wanted to bring up too. I think I said this before. My memory is pretty much shot at this point because all the weed I carry in my pocket. Is there a real point to a wallet? Honestly, let me just hold on. Let me just get my wallet here, and I'll we'll have some fun here. Let's see what's in my wallet. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not the richest man in the world. I still don't think I'm the poorest. I mean, apparently what's happening in Toronto, but anyways, we'll get into that later. I don't have any money on me whatsoever, and I don't like putting coins in my wallet. But again, I'm going to explain to you a little later why I don't have any money in my wallet. But what I do have is, let's see what we got here. We got some, we got a $2 gift certificate to Hershey. For those of you who don't know, when you get a bad product from anywhere, doesn't matter if it's a bag of chips or aspirin. Well, I'm assuming, but I don't know. You can call the company and get a little bit of a rebate. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I spent about $5-6 on this product, and what did Hershey send me back? They sent me back a $2 coupon. You think that's right? Do you think that evens out? It doesn't. But at the same time, it is what it is. And I also got another coupon here for $5. It's for Febreze. I did the same thing too. The fucking little knob broke off. Knob. Anyways, it's for $5. Save that for a rainy day. Which, by the way, I have I think it's a pleather wallet or leather. I don't know. That's sad. I'm Italian. I can't tell the difference. But anyways, let's see what else we got here. We got some other coupons as well. One thing I do have is a Whopper receipt. Now, I'm going to explain to you guys why this is very important. If you're a big guy like me, you enjoy the taste of a good burger, okay? Just like, again, Samuel Jackson in Pulp Fiction. You see how I brought that up again? Nice. Anyways, always keep a Burger King receipt, and I'll tell you why. Because first of all, Burger King makes a delicious burger. Whopper Wednesdays have been around since the beginning of time. I love those guys. Cheese, with cheese, it doesn't matter. Obviously, I prefer with cheese, but that's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is keeping this receipt, okay? Because you look in the back and you do a little short survey. Now, what's great about this is you fill it out and you put the code in there. I mean, they ask you some bullshit questions, how's the quality, blah, 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 whatever. I'm just, first of all, Burger King, I love you because you make a good burger. Two, I'm very happy that you guys have not switched over to paper straws, which I'm going to talk about one day as well, because those fucking things piss me off. There's no point of paper straws. Don't give me this, go green shit. I mean, they're just absolutely pointless. They're the best straws too. Anyways, so you fill out the code in the back, and next time you go there, as long as you purchase a small fry or a small drink, you get a free Whopper. Now, with tax, as of October 2019, it comes to, I believe, $3.55. So for $3.55, you get a small fry, which, by the way, you can get a small fry or a small onion ring, okay? Boom, there you go. Then you can get a small drink. Now, what I like to do is get one of those small little bottle Oasis OJ drinks, because you can fill those up later with, anyways. And then you get a free burger. So where the fuck can you top that deal? So, I know I got off topic here with the wallet, but again, this is something very valuable in this wallet. I also have another coupon that my dad gave me for A&W, also a good burger. 2 matzo burgers, $7.99. You know what? I'll never know when I'm going to use this. I think I used, actually, no, it's bullshit. I actually used one of them. Also, keep track of the things in your wallet, by the way, because, you think I got a coupon for that, but then, the shit expired 2 years ago, so who knows? I have a lot of coupons for foods, which really explains my diet. I got Swiss Chalet thing one, I got another Swiss Chalet one, a couple Harvey's ones, because again, you never know where you're going to be. You go with your buddies, and then afterwards, you got to eat something. So just always have some coupons on you. Obviously, you can't put them in your pocket. You're going to leave them for garbage, and you throw the shit out. And you know what? We've all done it. I've done it multiple times, whatever. Again, another great thing, Subway. Fill out the thing in the back here. It says here, get something for free. I forgot what it was. It was like 2 cookies and or a drink, something like that. So again, you know, these coupons come in handy. You never know. You put them in your wallet. Just don't forget about them. I got a card from CIBC Bank. I'm going to explain what this is for in a little bit, so I'll keep the suspense going. I got another card here for some kind of collectibles. That's another thing. Like, you get cards in your wallet sometimes, and you're just like, "What the fuck did how the fuck did I get this?" So, yeah, I don't remember. Okay, well, I got my old bank card because again, that has something to do with the CIBC. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. I got 2 business cards from a buddy of mine. It's funny, I ran into him on the Danforth. I've not seen this guy in years. Cool motherfucker. Now he runs a tattoo shop. One day I will get a tattoo. I don't know of what, but you know, I'm glad I found him. Yeah, because he does some kick-ass tattoos. Maybe I'll get a tattoo of, you know, the whole country of Canada on my ass, and then when I fart, Quebecers will separate. Okay, what else we got here? We got a copy of my apartment leasing. This thing has seen better days. It's totally ripped apart, but again, you never know. You never know in this world. You got to be on alert. Something could happen. You want to make sure your landlord obeys by the rules, which if he's an average landlord, he won't. But at the same time, you know, you want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, have, you know, the rights right in front of you. So, boom. There you go. Boom. Love saying that. No, I don't. Okay, this is interesting. I have a thing in my wallet where it says, please read this. More specifically, it says, for hospital, please read. Me no read well. Anyways, yeah, I got a list of my medications, just in case. I have allergies to something here. I don't know what this is. No, I don't have allergies anymore. See, once again, guys, you gotta keep track of what's in your wallet here, because I don't know what half this shit is. Okay, but the important thing is, you know, they call it the wallet biopsy. You know, I heard that once in The Sopranos, and yeah, you know, I mean, just in case, you know, you pass out in the street one day, the hospital finds you. You know, you got to make sure you got all the information there. You know, in case if there's something wrong with you, you got to you know, make sure that they know how to take care of you. By the way, I've taken all this shit out of my wallet, and my wallet has lost like already 5 pounds. I mean, it's so much thinner. Holy shit, what a difference. Yeah, so okay, let's go to the cards because that's more fascinating. Health card, obviously. Security license, boom. We got my SIN card, social insurance number. I never know when I will need that. I have a laundry card, which is weird because I've never. Actually, no, I remember when I got this. I wanted to get a card, and then some guy just gave me his for free. He didn't want it, so. Could be money on it, who the fuck knows. I got a library card. Once again, for those of you who are under the age of 20, I will explain what a library is one day. I got a scene card. That's for points for movies. Shit, I might have a free movie on there. Okay, all right. Yeah. I got an Optimum card, which is if you're in Canada, that's you know, you get points for going to Shoppers Drug Mart or whatever Loblaws or stores that are associated with Loblaws. You get points and you get money for it, and then they merged one day and just made one big card, and bada bing, bada boom, that's it. I have an Air Miles card, which I've had since I was a teenager. I mean, I think I have enough miles to go from here to the end of the street. So I don't know, by 223 years of age, I can go to Italy. And then I got my new bank card, which the woman wrote the number just on a plain old card. She said I would get a new one in the next few weeks. Now, this is what happened. Fortunately, guys, I'm not really the the clumsiest person in the world, but at the same time, I do make mistakes, and boy, did I make a hell of a mistake coming home one night on my beloved Danforth, aka the Green Mile, the Greek Mile, as a lot of people call it. I don't know if they call it that, but let's start something here. So I'm walking home. I'm going to the bus stop there, and I just turned the corner, and I'm wearing this big ass winter coat. It wasn't as big as the Gore-Tex that George Costanza wore. Not as puffy, but it's pretty big. It makes me look even bigger, which I didn't think was possible. But I put the wallet in my pocket, and I thought everything was great, having a good time. Not really. I was tired. I was just going home, and unfortunately, like I said before, I'm not hitting on the homeless or nothing like that. It seems to be getting to be a bigger problem in Toronto. It's just everywhere now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if these guys and girls don't like going to these homeless shelters. I mean, in many ways, I can't blame them. I've heard some crazy stories, but there's one guy. He starts following me. Now, of course, being a big guy, I just assume he smelled some kind of food on me or something like that. Maybe I had some candy in my pocket like I usually do. And I kind of, I'm walking a little bit, look back, walk a little bit, look back, whatever. And I'm like, okay, so then eventually he just, left me alone, whatever. He didn't threaten me or nothing like that, but I was just wondering, like, what was going on there. He looked like, and this is a hell of a reference, he looked like, if you ever see the movie Dusk Till Dawn with George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino, great movie, by the way. The scene where he's about to fight the guy, and, he's like, 1, 2, and then it looked like that guy. The bigger guy, a gray beard, black beard, and all that shit. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I'm just trying to paint a story here. So I'm at the bus stop, and I'm just, wondering where's my transfer or whatever to change buses. And, I get on the bus, everything's good, get off close to my house. And then I check all my pockets, and I just start freaking out because I just realized I lost my wallet. And in my head, I'm like, holy fuck, like, I never lose my wallet, like, ever. Never lose my wallet. And that's one thing I like to say before I carry on with the rest of the story, is that is the biggest fear of having a wallet, is losing it. Because think about it, everything that Wikipedia and this Malaka told you, a lot of shit is stored in your wallet. If you lose your wallet, you got to cancel your cards. You got to close your bank account. You got to, get pissed off because, if you lost money, even if it's a $2 Hershey coupon, you're pissed off, and I'm just freaking out. I'm double checking, triple checking every pocket, and I'm like, holy shit, like this really sucks. And I was lucky, a bus came by the opposite direction, hop on that one. Of course, I ran to the street to catch it because it was last minute. And, the guy's freaking out on me. He's like, oh, you can't run in the street and do this. I'm like, dude, I lost my wallet. He's like, I don't care. You can't run. I'm safety for the people on the bus. I'm like, I don't think there was anybody on the bus at that time. I think there was one person, But I get what he was saying. But I'm like, dude, I got to find my wallet. And then at the same time, I'm like, can you call the other bus driver and find out, like, did you, can you ask him, like, did I leave my wallet there? Because in my head, I'm just, like, trying to retrace all my steps. Because I know for a fact I used my wallet before, that night. And, so somewhere between that point, I lost it. So I go back to the station. I tell the dude, look, if you can just let me know, he'll let me know, whatever. He'll be there chilling for a bit. I go. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did go to a restaurant before. I thought I left it on the counter, and I just assumed I left it there. Someone scooped it up, and I talked to the one woman there, and she said you didn't whip out your wallet. And actually, I it's funny because I remember I didn't whip out my wallet after all because first of all, I can't. I don't mean to sound cheap or nothing, but I can't believe how expensive a lot of the food has gotten in Toronto. I just, I don't like it. I don't like where this is heading. Okay, I'm not even speaking as a fat guy or a cheap guy. I'm just speaking in general. Certain things should not cost that much. Okay, if I want a medium milkshake, it should not cost me $5 something. I'm putting that out there. Just saying. But I remember that because I looked in my pocket and I felt a lot of change. I'm like, okay, I can just cover it with the change, with the loonies and toonies and, oh God. Anyways, so I'm like, okay, cool. I know it's not here. So again, it could be on the streetcar, it could be on the bus. Like, I have no idea. And, of course, I'm just searching. And then again, this bus driver must, love me at this point. Because again, he was about to take off. I go right in front of the bus. And I'm like, dude, did you hear from the guys? Like, no, I didn't. They'll call it in, So in my head, I'm just like, you know what? Worst case scenario, I lost all the money in there. I gotta quickly cancel my card. I gotta It's just a pain in the ass. It's like the end of a perfect night. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go home, get on the other bus again. I was hoping it was gonna be the other guy, but apparently they had 3 buses going out. I thought it was only 2. And I'm like, all right, let me ask this dude, can you call the other guy? No, I can't. But again, if something turns up, they always turn it in. They'll let you know, And I do remember that. I think a bus driver would do that because I have a bus driver that's a friend, and he told me that he's literally found money on the bus and they have to turn it because they're on camera. He'll look at the camera with the money or the item and then, say, hey, I have it, whatever. So, they're getting 30 an hour. They don't give a fuck about $5. So I'm like, all right, let me try to get to bed here, whatever. I'm like, oh, fuck. This sucks. It's just a shitty feeling when you lose something like that, And even in my head, I was like, well, at least it wasn't my cell phone. But then I was like, what is more valuable in this day and age? Is it a wallet or a cell phone? What would you rather lose? And even I was like, if you think about it, a cell phone, for the most part, a cell phone is worth more. It depends what kind of phone you have, a smartphone, whatever. But I guess it could be worse. But still, you're freaking out because it's your wallet, And I did have a good amount of money in there. I'm not going to share how much money I had in there, but it was a good amount, But yeah, I just went to bed and woke up the next day, and then I got a phone call from my landlord, and then they called me and they left a message saying, yeah, hi, someone called us last night at around 6 a.m. or this morning, I guess, whatever, and yeah, they found your wallet. I don't know if this means anything to you, but here's the number and give them a call. So I'm like, okay. And remember what I said before, have some kind of information in your wallet. And then even at the time, I was like, shit, how are they going to reach me even if they do find it? I totally forgot about the whole lease thing that I had, for my landlord in my wallet. So thank God I had that, or else, who knows how they would have contacted me. But yeah, and I called the guy. He said, yeah, I found your wallet. I'm like, all right, cool. That's fucking great. Where'd you find it? He's like, well, obviously I'm not going to share with you where he found it, but he found it very close to Actually, who am I kidding? I already mentioned the CIBC card. He found it at a CIBC inside the bank there, which was very close to where the bus stop was. I don't know why I'm keeping that a secret. Who cares? But anyways, yeah. So he found it in there, and he found it around 6 a.m. He said he found it in there. He said he was taking out money because he's doing laundry early. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. In one of these situations, it sucks because then you're thinking to yourself like, shit. Okay, you're happy you found the wallet, and then you're like, I wonder if this guy found the wallet and then had the balls to say, look, I left the wallet there, and then I'm going to call this guy and I feel bad because I'm going to give him all the shit back. Now, I'll never know that. But anyways, I met up with the guy, and I wasn't that far from that location either. He was with his buddy, whatever. Again, like all these Pulp Fiction references. I mean, he was doing all the talking, like good old Jules, and like his buddy, again, was just being silent. Like he didn't do shit. He was just sitting in the back there, standing, whatever the fuck. And he's like, first of all, I had a tough time even finding it. I ended up going down the wrong street, whatever, because I don't know, like I'm lost without Google Maps, even if I'm walking. And I find the guy. I'm just trying to get a sense of, did he actually do it? So I'm like, okay, so, first of all, thank you for finding the wallet. That's cool. I appreciate that. And then there was like a pause, and I think he knew what was coming, because I would probably think the same thing as well. I'd be like, shit, like, is this guy accusing me of taking his money and whatever? And, what's crazy too is like he showed me and he even sent me pictures. Like he sent me multiple pictures. Like one picture, like, I don't know, the guy could be a photographer. For Vogue, I don't know, like of inside the bank, where the wallet was next to the machine there, the intersection at the street, so again, it's either one of two things. Either this guy is just being completely honest or he's just covering his ass like on every single level. So I'm just talking to him, whatever. And, I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is kind of awkward to bring up, but, I didn't say, did you take my money? But, I'm just, like, the thing that keeps playing back to me is like, why was he doing laundry at 6, like roughly a little after 6 a.m. on a Sunday? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, lazy Sunday. That's almost the best day of the week. A lot of times I don't work. It's nice to just chill. If you're religious, you can go to church. You can do whatever you want. I don't know. It's up to you. Believe in whatever you want. Jesus, aliens, doesn't matter to me. But for the most part, you don't do that much. And a lot of people do laundry on Sunday. I do too, but it is pretty early. Maybe he's got a big family. I don't know, yeah, so, it's kind of tough to bring up. And, I don't know. I don't know if this guy took my money or not. I really don't know. I can't say for sure. I really can't. There was a good amount of money in there. I'm thinking to myself, okay, like, he didn't take anything else. Meanwhile, there wasn't really anything else to take, to be honest with you. Except he was unless he was like a big Hershey fan. But other than that, yeah, so I never will know, maybe he's being completely honest, I don't know. I really just don't know. And that's the thing that sucks about losing a wallet, and I don't know, I think this situation has basically changed my perception of just having a wallet in general, talking about before about having a digital wallet or crypto, whatever the fuck. If you think about it, everything I got in my wallet isn't really that necessary, Sure, I like Hershey, but, I could carry the shit on me, the cards. You'll only need really one card, a couple of pieces of ID, whatever. You can put them in your pocket, cash-wise. If you get an unlimited bank account, you just take out money whenever you want, all the cards, business stuff, I could just put on my phone, the numbers, whatever. So yeah, You know, I mean, after all this, after all the bullshit I had to go through, all the worrying, you know, all the stress, you know, basically had a sleepless night. You know, all the cards I could just carry myself. You know, you don't need that much identification on you. And for the most part, I pretty much lost my wallet because one, I really wanted a $5 milkshake at 4 a.m. Again, another Pulp Fiction reference. You don't put bourbon or anything in it? No? Just, okay. And second, and this is something everybody should know and always remember. When you put a wallet in a pocket, make sure the pocket doesn't have a fucking hole in it. Because that's exactly what happened to me. I had this big ass coat, and it was one of these coats where it was a big pocket on the side, but it has one pocket where it's like, you know, like it's an actual pocket, and the other pocket is for, I guess it's for like, you know, stuffing in like maybe, you know, gloves or a toque or whatever. And on the side, it's wide open. So when I was waiting for the bus the second time, I was like, shit, that's how it happened. That's what happened. And I had no idea that those two side pockets were open. And yeah, after all this bullshit, after all the worrying, and you know, I never did get my milkshake, by the way, which is, you know, which was, it's, I do like a good milkshake. And I still wonder to myself, even to this day, I don't know why I'm saying to this day. The shit just happened like a week ago or whatever. The point is, it's almost 2020. And, you know, with everything being online and, you know, all you need is a couple cards on you. I mean, you got to ask yourself, why do I need a wallet?